So we finally did it. We finally found the Lithos. The Italian Alps, Dolomites. Marion was over there for over a month. What are we waiting for? Let's set up shop. Let me stop you right there, Pen. I'm tired of hearing about how we should respect as well as secrecy and so forth. The Lithos weren't mentioned in our agreement with them, so they intended to keep them from us, their allies. If so, we aren't breaking any contract by approaching them. Pen, we have the Mark II now. We need a place to put it. If the Lithos can stay hidden from most of the world, so can the Mark II by going wherever they are. We'll use the penguin crystal to keep it off the radar. That'll do it. Anyway, I've got a video to do. So you all think about this. Remember, the new council doesn't take power for another few weeks. But we'll have to get this done before they restrain us.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Hiya! Penguin Truth here, and it's time again for the year-end English dub review, where I take a look at the English dubs for all the anime I've reviewed in the second half of the year. As usual, I'll remind you all that while I tend to prefer to watch anime in Japanese with English subtitles, I don't really shy away from English dubs so long as they're decent. I just have certain standards. So anyway, let's get started. Putting our best foot forward, let's talk about dubs by my favorite dubbing outfit, Animaze. They did the dubs for Cowboy Bebop the movie and Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. Two of the best anime English dubs I've ever heard. Both were directed by the super talented Mary Elizabeth McGlynn, who I highlighted in my voice actor appreciation video this year. The Bebop movie included voice actors like Stephen Bloom, Wendy Lee, and Darren Norris, while standalone complex featured luminaries like McGlynn, Richard Epcar, and Crispin Freeman, just to name a few. They're dubs that cannot be missed. Animaze also dubbed Armitage III, but it's not exactly best material. It's probably one of Animaze's weaker dubs, but to be fair, it was one of their early efforts. I think the only standout performance is Dan Warren's delightfully maniacal Renee Dunclaude. Always a good time.
Don't run off! I want to play with you! Come on! Wait!
There's no way that damn gargoyle is a third type!
My, look who's talking. Don't tell me you have no clue who your brother was. You have more in common with that prototype gargoyle than you might realize.
Speaking of English dubs that don't really hold up, and anime that don't hold up super well either, we have Network's English dub of Tenchi Universe for Pioneer. I know there's a special nostalgic value to hearing Matt K. Miller, Patria Bouchard, and Jennifer Darling, but frankly, they're not the best performances in anime, to say the least. I think the Japanese version of Tenchi holds up a little better, if only marginally. But I guess the dub has some dusty charm.
Excuse me, you two know each other?
Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. You see, I'm the one who sent out the distress signal and... Hello, excuse me?
You mean I came all this way to rescue someone, only to meet a lowly, disgusting creature like you?
Yeah, well, I never asked you to come, your royal lowness.
Well, yes, that's right. It was me who asked you to come.
How unpleasant. Azaka, Kamadaki, we are leaving.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, great. Get out of here.
Now, wait a minute. She's my right out of here.
Naturally, Warner Brothers dubbed Batman Gotham Knight, with the treasurer Andrea Romano heading up both the casting and direction. It starred Batman the Animated Series alum Kevin Conroy as the Dark Knight, and included Corey Burton, Kevin Michael Richardson, and David McCallum. As you might expect from such a production, it was well done throughout. From one superhero to others, Studiopolis was responsible for the dub of the X-Men anime, featuring VAs like Stephen Bloom, Stephanie Shea, and the legendary Cam Clark. It has the pedigree, but occasionally comes off as a little awkward, and takes plenty of liberties with the script. I can't say it's a terrible dub, but it doesn't live up to its potential.
Hey, Slim. Get over it! What would Jeannie say if she saw you now?
Don't even go there.
You leave her out of this! I loved her too, and I know it would have broken her heart to see you fall into pieces like this. Now man up and grow a pair.
What does live up to its potential, which is to say none whatsoever, is the Bubblegum Crash dub by Southwind, which, like Bubblegum Crisis' dub, is pretty lousy. These voice actors sound completely unnatural and stiff. The only thing halfway decent about this dub are the English versions of the Japanese songs, and even then are inferior to the Japanese counterparts. If you have to watch Crash, and why would you, watch it in Japanese.
Listen, I'm telling you, that's why it's safest to go where Celia is.
Dr. Haynes and no one else is my owner.
You are starting to piss me off.
I must get to Geo City.
First it was the subway, now it's Geo City. Ugh, damn it. I should have let them blow your ass to pieces back there.
What did I do to deserve this?
Buena Vista Sound Services dubbed Porco Rosso for Disney, and overall it's pretty good. I mean, Michael Keaton sounds a little bored with his role as Porco, but most of the others do well enough. Susan Egan is always a delight, and Brad Garrett is colorful as the Sky Pirate boss. Kimberly Williams Paisley's Fio does some of the heavy lifting too.
My grandpa has been telling me stories about seaplane pilots ever since I was born. He always says that seaplane pilots are the most honorable and trustworthy fighters in the world. Every time they fly, both the ocean and the sky purify their hearts. So they're braver than any pilot in the sky.
Now we head to Texas, where the stakes are big and the non-union acting is bigger. This is where Magical Shopping Arcade Abenobashi was dubbed, by Industrial Smoke and Mirrors for ADV. Now, your opinion on whether or not you're going to like this dub is entirely dependent on what you think of the exaggerated twangy accents they use to represent the Kansai accent. If you like it, this dub will be fine. If it bothers you, maybe you'll want to watch this in Japanese. But I personally find the accents fitting, and Lucy Christian and Jessica Boone are very strong leads. It's a pretty solid dub.
We're going to be killed at this rate!
It seems that they are going for an all-out attack.
Sashi, this ain't getting us anywhere, boy. Now hook up!
Right, I was waiting for that!
Army, hook up with Sashi. You need to do it now!
Hook up with Sashi? Grandpa, what are you saying? That's nasty!
Texas is also where Funimation's dub for Lupin III Missed by $1 was made, but I made my position clear on their dubs of Lupin anime, and I don't need TMS up my ass for this video. So let's finish this up by going far north of Texas, to Canada, in fact, to the dub of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz. I have the same opinion of this dub as I did of the TV series dub, both done by Ocean. it's a little rusty. I think, as usual, the strongest performance is Scott McNeil's duo. The late great Kirby Morrow's Troa is decent enough, too.
Troa! Why have you betrayed us?
You've got the wrong guy. I'm not Troa.
You're not serious! So this'll end everything, will it?
And that's it for 2020. What a struggle of a year, huh? I doubt 2021 is going to be that huge an improvement, if at all. But maybe I just need to think more positively. After all, next year I'll probably get to my 200th episode. Here's hoping you all have a safe and healthy new year. Hold on, and there'll be more Otaku evolution before you know it. Until then, see ya!